Welcome to today's video. Clay won the poll last week, so that's what we'll be doing this week. It's playing with a bunch of different clays. Today I'm using this Model Magic clay. It's like an air dry clay. It's by Crayola. So opening it, it didn't want to slide out, so I initially thought it was sticky. But it feels more like a sponge, which is really weird. It reminds me kind of a kneaded eraser, if you know what those feel like. Like it'll stretch and then it'll tear. It's really, really weird. I've never played with clay like this before. It's kind of fun, actually. It is extremely lightweight. It doesn't stick to your hands. It doesn't stick to a lot of things. It does stick to some, but including itself. It sticks to itself annoyingly way too much. So as a precaution, I got this a little plastic bag. I don't have any wax paper. That probably would have worked too. But I got this plastic bag and I can't find my clay tools, unfortunately, so I just used a plank of wood to flatten it. It worked fine. And then because it wasn't sticking to anything, I thought maybe it wouldn't stick to anything, and I was wrong. So be careful. So I'm not going to be making any 3D looking model things at all this week, I don't think, at least. I thought long and hard about what I wanted to make. I wanted to make a bunch of things that were similar so that I could compare them a little bit, and I wanted them to all fit together. So I had to think of a project that I wanted to put together with everything. And I decided to make kind of a wind chime, a dangly decoration thing for my chicken coop. Maybe not for my chicken coop because it does get windy outside, but inspired by having a chicken coop that I just put together recently with the help of my music guy, Nicholas. So with this air dry clay, I'm gonna make a few feathers to hang from like a main structure, I think, with my like really high quality Sculpey clay, I think it's called. I'll be making a chicken or a rooster or something as the main body, and I'll have these feathers hanging from it, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. One of the clays that I got doesn't dry. It's a modeling clay. You just play with it. It doesn't dry. You don't bake it. It's just supposed to last forever, apparently. And but I do have one other clay that I can also air dry. Well, it's not a clay, it's Play-Doh, and I don't expect it to work too well, so I don't really know if I'm going to use it for this project, but I at least want to make something related to the project just in case I do use it. I'm just not sure exactly what I'm gonna make just yet. So this clay in particular is not fun to use for detailed things. These little tiny little end pieces that I've got going on, they were not working out. It's very, very moldy. It's not very stiff at all. But for bigger projects, it would be a good clay to use. Anytime you make something bulky with any clay, you should probably use aluminum in the middle for bulk, because if you go to bake your clay and it's too thick, the inside isn't gonna bake properly. And if it's air dry clay, it'll never dry. I'm not a clay person. I don't play with clay that often, or any types of dough. So I don't really know much. So don't necessarily listen to what I say. Do your own research and read the instructions on your packaging. I added little details. I'm gonna paint this. I'm gonna add some little details to this once it dries in a few days. It's gonna look pretty cool, I think. I'm gonna make some more feathers out of the other colors. Water does work with this clay to smooth out imperfections, though it's still not perfect. This isn't my first pick of clay, but I do highly suggest, for the price, it's only $1 a pack, I do suggest playing with some. It's really fun. So have fun playing with some clay today. I hope you're having a great day, and happy crafting.